everyone. Maurine Kwende here, your podcast host, learning leader, researcher, speaker, coach, consultant, and author of the book Dream Big and Live Your Dreams Boldly. I'm the CEO and founder of EMK Learning Solutions, LLC, and recently also founded Dream Big and Boldly Academy, which is a place to empower others to live their full potential, including future women leaders, girls, by empowering them to be the best version of themselves and be the best future leaders. So you can check my website out on www.emklearningsolutions.com, where you can find out about my services as well as the Academy, DBBA Academy. So as always, I begin the podcast with some words of gratitude to all our listeners. Just please allow me to extend my appreciation to you for being a fan of this podcast. You taking the time every week to tune in. You know, it keeps us going and means a whole lot to me and all the fans as well. So thank you so much. So today, we're going to talk about how you can be successful as an entrepreneur. Just some tips to help you succeed as an entrepreneur. And I'm sharing from my own lessons learned as an entrepreneur. So even if you're a freelancer, a coach, an independent consultant, a learning expert, a speaker, a coach, this podcast is for you. It's for anyone who's self-employed or thinking of working for themselves. So I would share 7 tips actually that have worked for me and others that I know in my network, and I'm hoping that you can apply them as well. So the first thing I always want to put out there is that you should do what you love to do, right? You should do what you're passionate about, what wakes you up in the morning, what gives you the excitement to do any single day, every single time of the day. You want to do that. So be passionate enough to do what you love to do. Why? Because it's directly related to my first point. So my first point then to help you to be successful as an entrepreneur is to be clear on your goals, right? Make sure you have smart goals, right? And it's not just sufficient to have goals, but being able to visualize it. Can you see what you want to do? Do you have a picture? Can you visualize it? Do you have it front and center somewhere that you can see daily to remind you that this is what you want to do, and also motivate you so you can go ahead and pursue it. So you have to be very clear on your goals. If you're not very clear, maybe you want to find a coach to help you to gain clarity, to be specific, because once you gain clarity, you're more than likely to take action. Okay, so the next tip I want to share to be successful is your work. What kind of work do you do? Do you do good work? Because when you do great work, it actually speaks for itself. It helps you find customers all day long. It will create recurring work. It would also create referrals from it. So the reverse is also true. If your work is not great, then you can lose business and credibility as a result. I always recommend you to take time to do your best, right? Be a yardstick of quality. Take time to make sure that you're known for work that truly represents you. So do great work. Great work would always help you to be successful because it would sell itself. It would speak for you when you're not there, when you're not looking for clients. Your other clients would be speaking about your work to some other clients who would want to get to know you, and that's how you're going to be continuously be successful. You're going to be staying relevant and be successful as an entrepreneur that way. For me, many of my business opportunities, they come from past clients and referrals, right? Because they're happy with the work that I've done for them. Maybe I've done any speaking engagements, I've done coaching, I've designed training, e-learning for them, when they're happy, and then I continue working with them, and then they also refer me to others, and then who want to get to know the work I do and work with me as well. So that's a number one thing, or well, it's tip number 2, but it's also really important. Right. The next tip is network. To gain, success, to grow in your business, you need to have some visibility. You need to have some network. Not just any network, but a good network of people. So take time to know the network, right? Is it going to be on social media? Is it in your library? Is it in your community? Get to know the network first. Do they identify with your values, right? Is that a group that you like to be part of? If it's not, then you can walk away. You have to make those decisions intentionally, right? And once you're sure that it's a good network of people, then you want to be part of them, right? Because I'm not sure if you don't know this, but people want to do business with people they know, they like, and they can trust. So to have a good network, people need to get to know you, to like you, and to trust you. And this doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. So try to find a good network, right? Who are those in your community that you respect, that you can learn from, and then they can also learn from you? Are they on social media? Are they on some Slack groups? Are they on Facebook? Find a good network to join. And when you do, like I said, give it time. Okay? Try to get to know people. Ask them, how can I help you? Not just taking from them. When you ask them how you can help them, what do they need and how you can help them, try to offer something free to them without selling yourself. Truly care for what their pain points are, what their problems are. Try to identify what you have in common, or maybe not in common. Once you're able to find those answers, it's easy for you to be part of that network and help each other out. The benefits of a good network cannot be overstated. You can find work, you can make good partners. Sometimes when you're just working for yourself, you might not even think about the bandwidth, right? You cannot even think about all those things. So having a network helps you in the sense that you might have so much work to do that you're not even able to complete it. But when you have a good network, you can find someone to partner with, right? Working for yourself can be lonely if you're just the one person. So a good network also gives you some friends to connect with, right? They can be a good reference. And so there's so many options, so it's just really important to have a good network. But remember, finding that network, remember that to make sure that it's aligned with your goals, mission, your values. Make sure you're happy in those areas. Okay. The next tip I want to talk about is get out of the house. Yes, you heard me. I got this expression from one of our mentors, Chris Robinson. You need to get out of the house for others to know you. Get out means get out of your comfort zone to go and find the business, right? You have to have business to stay in business. So getting out might mean being on social media, anywhere really where your ideal client is. Who are the people that you're serving? You need to be right there. And not just there, but be fully present. People always say, you just need to post on LinkedIn. Posting on LinkedIn is good if that's where your ideal client is. But it's not even enough to post. You have to be able to engage with them with your post. What are you posting, right? Are you engaging with them? You're going to think about that. What do they need to know? How can you help them? And you have to do this on a daily basis and consistently to grow your business. To succeed, you maybe have to commit to making cold calls every day or warm calls. Share a sample of your work as a teaser. You got to think about income generating opportunities to be able to grow yourself every single day by getting out of the house. So getting out of the house could be, attending a networking event. It could be, doing whatever it takes to make sure that people know what you're offering, what you can do to help them to meet their end goal. All right. So number 5 is plan towards a rainy day. Yes. It's exciting when you have this big contract and you have this much money coming in, but then you don't know when the next one's coming in, right? You can't be so sure. So you have to plan towards a rainy day. Don't spend all your money. You never know when you might lose work or a contract, for example, right? So planning towards a rainy day always helps. You remember, you also need to be paying your taxes, contributing towards retirement, still putting some stash of money away in your savings and your emergency fund, right? Another thing I want to think about, when it comes to finance is cash flow, right? Be sure to have cash flow so you can stay in business. Okay. Now, point number 6, have faith. Believe in yourself, right? A million people can believe in you, but if you don't believe in yourself, then there's a problem. You have to believe in yourself and be determined that you are not going to quit no matter what. Tough times might come for the business. You might face a tough season, but through faith, belief, and hope, you can go through it courageously. Keep at it consistently. If you're a person of faith, I would also add believe in God, because for me, that's what keeps me grounded. I believe in God and I believe in myself, right? And I know, and I wake up every day, I know that I'm ready to go and conquer, and nothing is going to stop me. Number 7. This is kind of the final tip, which I would begin with a quote by John Maxwell, that you have to know yourself to grow yourself or to grow your business. And this means taking time to invest in yourself. This is a quote from me that says, why should anyone invest in you if you don't invest in yourself? Take time to grow yourself professionally. Do you need to take classes? What do you need to do to equip yourself enough so you can give the best, your absolute best to your clients? You got to do that. And now this is my bonus tip. It's giving back. Be a mentor. Help in any way you can. Is it through a podcast like I'm doing? Is it mentoring an aspiring entrepreneur? How can you help without expecting anything in return? I'm so big about significance, about adding value to others as a way of leaving footprints and paying it forward. Once you're able to give to others, you're happier because it's connected to your purpose. So that's it. We've come to the end of this podcast, and I hope these tips I've shared to help you succeed as an entrepreneur in any field you're working in would help you to be more successful. And please go ahead and share. Let me know your thoughts and comments. I would like to always receive feedback from my fans or my podcast host guests. So thank you so much for listening in this week. Thank you for tuning in to this wonderful episode. I would say to you, be safe, be well, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.